organizers, but he was one of the enthusiastic participants of the festival, and he has a story to tell. And while he's telling his story, maybe you could think of your story to tell if you were here.
So what's my story? Listen, I'd like to know how many people were here for Vortex. Could we see some hands? 1, 2, 3. We okay. We want to hear your story. I mean, if you watched OPB, you got some of our stories, but so anybody want to tell a story?
I see you shaking your
I
head.
don't be shy.
One of the stories that my mother told, and it's one of the ones that I told when Eric came, there was a program, back up a little bit, there was a program that OPB put out in 2010. You guys may have seen it. It comes on about every 3 months. It's on the Oregon Experience, and it's a story that Eric Kane produced for OPB. And he came and asked me who I thought he should have in his show, and I said, my mother's got this tremendous story, because she came out with my dad on the weekend just to check up on her son and see what was going on. And I guess she came out on the day when there was a 17-mile line of traffic from the city of Portland, and she was just blown away by the fact that the guy directing cars into the fields was standing there stark-ass naked with a floating balloon tied to his dick. And so she thought that was a great story. So, does anybody else have a story of Vortex 1? No? All right. Dave, do you have a story?
The people that are here, were any of you from Estacada or the surrounding area? Aha. Come on, say a little something. You don't have to come up on the stage. But, there were people that...
Yeah, I think I'm talking to you. Yeah, I came here. I was in my 20s. I was in my 20s also, and clothing was quite optional, as I recall. I don't think I found mine for 5 days. But, there was a lot of drugs, so there was a lot of gray areas in there also. I lived down in Barton, right next to the park. I lived there in 1970 when this happened, and I came. And like they say, there was a 17-mile thing, so when you came, you just stayed, we all knew it. So it was a great party, and it was good. It was good times. Like I said, there was a lot of gray moments there, a lot of fun was had, and I think I am in the OPB things. My first wife was with me, and she's quite short. They say it was my rear end. I haven't seen it yet, but I'd like to. Well, that's enough out of me.
We'll take any questions too if you want. I mean, how long did it last? Well, ostensibly it was the weekend of what's the Memorial Day, Veterans Day.
I was here for 12 days. Okay, I came in early. I was by police escort. I was in the second vehicle to arrive by police escort. So it sort of started around our camp. Yeah, so officially it was, I forget it was supposed to be 1 week, but people came in early. And last year somebody came up to me and said, hey, I was in that caravan too, and I wish that guy was here today. Because we want to hear some of your stories, you got a story, anything, just come up and talk, This is pretty casual. There aren't enough people here, actually.
Yeah, I was on my way back up from LA to visit a friend in Albany, and they told me about it. And I got here the last 4 days, and most of that was rainy days. I mean, came in with a backpack and clothes on me, and a sleeping bag. I left after it was over with a different sleeping bag because mine was wet and this one was dry. So I grabbed that sleeping bag and stuff. But yeah, I hitchhiked up from LA. I was just on a week spin down in LA and then came back to Albany. I lived in Springfield then, and my friend lived in Albany, so she told me about it. And so she drove me out here, and I got off. I don't remember where I got off and walked the rest of the way in. And it sure is different now. I mean, then it was just a big field with nothing, no trees or anything like that and stuff. But it was a wild time. I mean, wild time.
Enjoy yourself.
Oh, great. Don't remember 3/4 of it, but I enjoyed it. Right.
So this is the area where the concert was. The stage was right over there. So this field right behind us, which is now the airplane field, whatever, remote control airplanes, had, at any given time 20 to 30,000 people in this field right here. Down below, the MASH tent was over there with Dr. Bangs and his crew. Down to the left of the entry parking lot was a circle of teepees where the Rainbow family had set up their tents, and so there was one tent that was there for kind of people that had troubles with overdosing on drugs, or just a lot of people were young and foolish and like us, and it was a talk down tent, yeah. So that took place. In the food, they had these boilers and an old steam engine that looked like it was a product of the 1800s, and they had it hooked up to these big vats. They cooked vats and vats and vats of just mushy vegetables, and that's what we ate. Everybody ate for free. We ate a lot of mushy vegetables. We ate a lot of rice too. Yeah, there were huge cauldrons. Yeah. Oh yeah. Then down by the river there was a sweat lodge. That was a mud sweat, where you went in and covered yourself with mud, and then came out and dried in the sun, and then dove in the river. That was kind of fun. And then there was just a regular sweat lodge. Go ahead.
Okay, so the sweat lodge, it was right next to the river. It was right next to the river, and there was a lot of naked people enjoying it. Naked ladies, naked guys. But there was a guy that was pretty well known among the hippie community, named Harvey, that liked to drive his Rolls Royce around, try and impress the chicks, and take photographs of naked women. And so he brought all of his camera equipment to Vortex, and with his Rolls Royce, and started taking pictures of naked ladies mostly. And he went down to the mud bath and started taking pictures of the naked ladies at the mud bath. And the people grabbed a hold of him, ran him through the mud bath, cameras and all, and that was the end of that.
That's a great story. So much for voyeurism, huh? I think a lot of people did that. I had an uncle that came down with his Video 8 camera or whatever they were, film cameras, and pretty much all of his interest was in naked women. Does anybody else have a story to share? Yeah.
What's interesting? Can I make it here? Yes, I can make it here. I'll lean over. I spoke to a number of people that had been here, later on, or just within the last 10 or 15 years, and it's interesting that what they said, and I think it's actually mirrored in the documentary, that a fair number of them said that when they got here, this was the very first and the last time they ever took their clothes off. And they strangely did not feel uncomfortable about it at the time, but they just never did it again. So it was a very interesting thing. And then there were the people that just wanted to, from the surrounding area, actually quite a few, who just wanted to get up, on a cliff or somewhere close with a camera and get some photos of nude people. And, you know, I guess they got their kicks, you know, and the people down here got theirs. You know, it's, for the most part, there wasn't too much controversy at all. The nudity and the drugs and everything else were by governorial decree allowed here. And the state police, the county, and everybody else were told not to enforce any of the laws as they related to nudism or drug use. That, you know, other actions that were dangerous to people physically, you know, violence, robbery, things of that nature, they should react to, but they should do nothing about the use of drugs. What? And it didn't occur. The bad stuff did not happen. There was no robbery except for maybe a little exchange of sleeping bags. But no, nothing serious. And of course, the question of the generator. But since the statute of limitations has expired, I'm not worried about that anymore. Okay.
Okay, I think that about wraps it up. Thank you.